Good afternoon. Is audible to my voice? Last class we discussed about the two protocols. One is MACAW, another is FAMA. And now I want to discuss about the third type of protocol, which is considered as a multiple multi-mode sender initiated protocol. In that first one is busy tune multiple access protocol. So busy tune multiple access protocol is one of the earliest protocol proposed for the overcome the hidden terminal problem faced in the wireless networks. వైర్లెస్ సెన్సార్ నెట్వర్క్స్ లో మనకి హిడెన్ టెర్మినల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏవైతే వస్తాయో ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని మనం ఓవర్కమ్ చేయడానికి బీటీఎంఏకి బీటీఎంఏకి చూస్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ ప్రోటోకాల్ టు అవాయిడ్ ది hidden terminal problems in wireless sensor networks. Okay, and here we have for transmission channel that will be split into the two important packets. One is data channel and control channel. So data channel which will be used for the data packets, and control channel. The control channel is used to transmit the busy tune signals. Busy tune signals, BT signals and them. So whatever the transmission channel is split into the two, that is a data channel and control channel packets. So data channel is used for the data transmission packet purpose, and while control channel will be used for the transmission of the busy tune indicator. So what will be have the internal operation? So you can see here. So when the node is ready for transmission, it sends the channel to check whether the busy tune is active or not. So if it is active, then it will be, if not active, it will be wait some time interval of the time. Then again, it will be checked whether the busy tune is active or not. If it is not, then it turns the busy tune signal and starts data transmission. Okay, that is the importance of that particular busy tune multiple access. Why it will be turns the busy tune means that indicates that I am here, the ongoing process is going on. They do not disturb that particular ongoing process by using the busy tune indicator. So if the busy tune indicator is the data will be transmitted, then it will be free for the transmission purpose. So any other node which sends the carrier on the incoming data channel also transmits the busy tune signal on the control channel. So when the node is transmitting, no other node to hope neighborhood of the transmitting node is permitted to simultaneously transmit it. So ఒకసారి ongoing process అనేది జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు neighboring nodes they doesn't transmit the any data to the other nodes simultaneously. So that indicates that you can avoid the hidden terminal problem across that particular node. Through the probability of the collision is very low in the BTMA. So probability of collision is very low, but bandwidth utilization is very poor. Bandwidth utilization is very poor. So why it will be very poor means total bandwidth will be shared to the every channel. The channel probability will be considered here. So whenever one ongoing process is going on, other neighboring nodes will not be utilized the any bandwidth. If the ongoing process is completed only, then only it will be transmits the neighboring nodes. They will be communicated. So here node density is very high. So node density is very high. So you can see the diagram, transmission of the BTMA and receiving of the BTMA. So here coming to the BTMA, this is the transmission of the BTMA. So N1 and N2 is going on the transmission. This is N1 is the transmission line and N2 is the another transmission range. And here the reason in which the simultaneous transmission are not possible when the node 1 is transmitting data to the node 2. So node 1, they will check whether the busy tune is active or not across the M2. Then if it is not, then they will be indicated as the busy tune, and both will be indicated the busy tune. Then they will be transmits the data packets. So whenever any other node in that particular range, they doesn't communicate with the other neighboring nodes, because they will be know about the busy tune indicator is indicates that the ongoing process is going on that particular node. So you will be wait some time. So that is the importance to avoid the hidden terminal problem. To avoid the hidden terminal problem. So that is the representation of the signal. Okay. So another important protocol in the receiver only. Okay. So this is the fourth protocol, which is considered as a GL busy tune multiple axis protocol. GL busy tune multiple axis protocol. So busy tune indicator ni inda kitla dot line to indicate chestam, similar for a different verification. Here also it is similar to the busy tune multiple axis. Uh, Here also the transmission channel will be divided into the two, and data channel and control channel. Data channel is used for the data packet transmission, and control channel is used the control packet transmission. Also transmits the busy tune and also transmits the busy tune. So busy tunes control packets are two. One is busy tune transmitter and another is the busy tune receiver. So busy tune transmitter is used by node indicate that it is transmitting on the data packet. Busy tune receiver tune is used for the receiving the data on the data packet. So ఎప్పుడైతే ఇక్కడ మనకి BTMA తో బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సెస్ తో కంపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు జిఎల్ బిజీ ట్యూన్ ఇండికేటర్ వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే along with the data channel they will have the control channels which is considered as a control packets RTS and CTS. Along with that we have busy tune indicators will be two will be considered. That's why we call as a dual busy tune multiple axis. One is BT suffix T, which is indicates the transmitting node. Transmitting node is initiated the busy tune indicator. Data packets will be transmitted. And BTR, which will be turned on by the node when it is receiving data on the data channel. ట్రాన్స్మిటింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు కానీ రిసీవింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు కానీ బిజీ ట్యూన్ ఇండికేటర్స్ అనేది ఆన్ లో ఉంటాయి. సో ఇక్కడ టూ బిజీ ట్యూన్ ఇండికేటర్స్ అనేది మనం యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, సో the two busy tune in signals are two sine waves at different well separated frequencies. So rendu collision jarakunda em chestunamante we are using the two busy tunes with which will be considered as a two sine waves with different frequencies will be considered here. So when the node is ready to transmit a data packet, it first sends the channel to determine whether busy tune receiver signal is active or not. Okay, if it is active, then indicates that neighboring of the ready node is correctly receiving packets. So if the ready node finds the busy tune, no busy tune signal, it transmits the RTS packets to the control channel. On receiving the RTS packets, the node which that RTS is distant checks whether the busy tune transmitter is active or not at across the neighbor. Then it that implements the active signal of the busy tune. So neighboring nodes will be doesn't indicate that particular neighbor there is an active node is an ongoing process. So they doesn't can't receive the packets from that moment. So no, if the node finds the no busy tune signal, it responds the sender and CTS will be transmitted. So ikkada daniki deeniki difference endante they will be sense the busy tune indicator is active or not. But here we will be sense the if you want to transmit the packet, then they will be check whether the busy tune receiver signal node is active or not. If it is not, then they will be transmitted the request to send to that particular signal, and they will be also be initiated the busy tune transmitter signal. So both signals will be activated. So Here also, whenever the receiver node receives the request to send, then they will be checked whether the neighboring node is busy tune active or not. So if the busy tune active, then they will wait and they will be transmits the, if the busy tune active is not present across that particular node, then it will be transmitted the CTS signal. Then it will be transmitted the CTS signal. That is the representation of the busy tune indicator. So you can see packet transmission in the dual busy tune multiple axis. Dual busy tune multiple axis. ఇక్కడ చూడండి RTS signal is sender packet, ఇది sender representation of the frame, is receiver representation. So both will be having the transmission data will be divided into two channel. Transmission channel will be so control channel and data channel, control channel and data channel. First they will be transmits the RTS signal. When it will be transmitted, receiver node is doesn't have the busy tune indicator. Okay, if it is have, then they will wait some time interval of the period. Okay, so if it is not there, then RTS will be transmitted the signal to the receiver node. Then receiver node will be checked whether the sender node is present active busy tune indicator or not. If it is not, then they will be transmitted the CTS signal to the sender. Sender will be received the CTS signal and they will be initiated the busy tune transmitter. They will be initiated the busy tune transmitter that indicates that neighboring nodes will not be involved or they will be not transmit any data across that particular surroundings. So then they will be transmitted the data and the data will be received across that particular receiver node. This is the dual busy tune transmitter. So receiver ఎప్పుడైంది యాక్టివేషన్ అనేది ఇది ఎందుకు రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ అని చెప్పాం రిసీవర్ కన్సిడరేషన్ రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేట్ కాదు సిటిఎస్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడే ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేసేటప్పుడే దే విల్ బి ఇనిషియేటెడ్ ద busy tune receiver. So across that particular receiver they will be identify that here ongoing process is going on. So they doesn't interfere the neighboring nodes to avoid the hidden terminal problem. This is the busy tune multiple axis. Okay. Another protocol, which is a fifth protocol, which is considered as a receiver initiated busy tune multiple axis. ఇప్పుడు మనం చూసిన అన్ని sender initiated protocol. ఓకేనా సెండర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ కంటెన్స్డ్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ లో ఫస్ట్ టైప్ అనేది చూసాం. కానీ మనకి ఇంకో సెకండ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కంటెన్స్డ్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అందులోకి వచ్చేసరికి రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ busy tune multiple axis అనేది మనకి ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా, సో రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ busy tune multiple axis. రిసీవర్ విల్ బి ఇనిషియేటెడ్ ద whole node across that particular network. So the receiver initiated protocol is similar to the BTMA. It is also similar to the busy tune multiple axis. The available bandwidth will be divided into the two channels. One is data channel for the transmitting the data packets and control channel. Control channel is used the node to transmit the busy tune signals. Okay, control channel then use only for the node to transmit the busy tune indicator across that particular node. Okay, and a node can transmit on the data channel only if it is find the busy tune is absent on the control channel. So node ఎప్పుడు ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తుందంటే busy tune అనేది absent అంటే లేకపోతేనే మనం డేటా అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేయగలం. Otherwise they will not be transmits the data. Okay, so data packet will be divided into the two portions. One is a preamble and active data packet. Here preamble carries the identification of the intended destination node. So data packets వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే టూ పోర్షన్స్ కింద డివైడ్ అవుతుంది. ఒకటి వచ్చేసరికి preamble అనేది క్యారియర్స్ ద ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇంటెన్సివ్ డెస్టినేషన్ నోడ్. ఎక్కడ డెస్టినేషన్ అనేది ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ అనేది ఎక్కడ ఉంది అనేది ఐడెంటిఫై చేసుకునేది preamble వేసుకుంటుంది. And both the data channel and control channels are slotted with each slot equal to the length of the preamble. So data channel gani control channels gani they will be slotted and each will be equal length of the preamble అనేది తీసుకుంటాం. So data transmission consists of two steps. One is preamble nodes to transmit at the sender. Once the receiver node acknowledgements the reception of the this preamble by transmitting the busy tune indicator signal on the control channel, the active data packet is transmitted. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఇప్పుడు దాకా మనం ఎలా చెప్పుకున్నామంటే సెండర్ నోడ్ అనేది they will be initiated, but here the receiver node will be initiated the busy tune indicator whenever the prenumerable node that will be received to the receiver, then there will be acknowledgement will be given by initiating the busy tune indicator. Okay, that is the important representation of that particular packet. So here on the receiver node, acknowledgements the reception of the prenumerable by transmitting the busy tune signal on the control channel. The actual data packet will be transmitted. A sender node that needs to transmit a data packet first waits for free slot, that slot in which the busy tune signal is absent on the control channel. So sender node another first data packets another మనం transmit చేయాలంటే if the receiver node is they will slot will be free or not. If it is absent busy tune indicator, then only it will be transmits the data packet. Otherwise, will not be transmits the data packet. So that is the representation. If the destination node receives the prenumerable packet correctly without any error, it transmits the busy tune on the control channel. It continues the transmitting the busy tune. It continues the transmitting the busy tune as long as receiver data from the sender. Receiver data from the sender. So you can see how the data packets will be transmitted across the prenumerable packet. So here sender and receiver node. A sender we have the two channel will be divided into control channel and data channel. And control channels here data channel which is considered as a prenumerable node will be considered here, and control channels will be considered here. So prenumerable node will be transmits the data to the receiver when the busy tune indicator will be absent across the receiver. If it is absent only, they will be communicated. Otherwise, they will wait some period of time, then only it will be communicated. Okay. So here prenumerable data will be received across the receiver. Then it will be initiated the busy tune across that particular receiver. Then it will be transmitted to the sender. Then it will be transmitted the acknowledgement to the sender. Then whenever busy tune indicator will be transmitted, the sender node will be also be initiated the busy tune after receiving the acknowledgement, and the sender data will be transmitted to the receiver. Sender data will be transmitted to the receiver. This is the basic operation of the receiver initiated busy tune multiple axis. So here we have how internally to overcome the any collision will be takes place. It will be represented. So two types of receiver initiated protocols, the basic protocol and control protocol. The basic packet transmission mechanism is same as both protocol. So packet transmission అనేది ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైతే డయాగ్రామ్ ఇనిషియేట్ చేసామో both will be same. Basic protocol ఎలా అయితే ఉంటుందో control packet protocol కూడా same applications. In basic protocol, do not have the backlog buffer to store the data packets. So మనకి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే టూ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ ని సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, టూ ప్రొసెసర్స్ ఇక్కడ. ఒకటి బేసిక్ ప్రోటోకాల్, ఒకటి కంట్రోల్ ప్రోటోకాల్ వచ్చి. ఇఫ్ యూ గో ఫర్ ద బేసిక్ ప్రోటోకాల్ ఫర్ ద రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ BTMA, then they doesn't have the backlog buffer to store the data packets. ఎటువంటి డేటా ప్యాకెట్స్ అనేది స్టోర్ చేయడానికి పాసిబిలిటీ అనేది ఇక్కడ ఉండదు. Hence packets that suffer the collision cannot be retransmitted. So మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి బేసిక్ ప్రోటోకాల్ అనేది మనం వెళ్తున్నామో operation is same. Okay, if it is doesn't have the storage data packets, then automatically they suffers the collision. They cannot transmit, the retransmission will not be possible. When the network load increases, the packet cannot be wait with the nodes. Okay, network load అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసే కొద్దీ ప్యాకెట్స్ అనేది వెయిట్ చేయడానికి పీరియడ్ అనేది ఏమి ఉండదు. ఓకే, దిస్ ప్రోటోకాల్ వర్క్స్ ఓన్లీ ఆన్ ద నెట్వర్క్ లోడ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ హై. This protocol will not be high. So this protocol network load అనేది not high ఉన్నప్పుడే మనం ఈ ప్రోటోకాల్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. If it is network high will be very high, then it will be suffers the collision. So the network load starts increasing, the protocol becomes unstable. So if you go for the control protocol to overcome this type of problem, the same as a basic protocol, only the difference is availability of the backlog buffers at node. So there is a storage data packets will be possible across the controlled protocol which will be used for the receiver initiated. Okay, these protocols, therefore, the protocol suffers the collision. The generator during the busy slots can coexist at the nodes. A node is said to be backlogged method. The backup buffer is not empty. When the node is backlogged mode, receives the packet with higher layers. The packet is put into the buffer and transmitted later. That is the possible across that particular representation. So probability of the buffer అనేది ఇక్కడ మనం కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటాం. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, the preamble for the packet is transmitted with the probability p and with the current slot itself. If the packet was received during the busy slot, the packet just put into the backlog buffer until the next free slot will be received. So receiver slot అనేది ఫ్రీగా లేకపోతే you want to transmit the packet, they will be kept in the buffer slot. They will wait some time when the slot is free or not. If it is free, then only it will be transmitted. So that is possible in the receiver initiated protocol. That is possible in the receiver initiated protocol. This protocol can work or used for the multi-hop radio networks as well as single hop fully connected networks. ఎక్కడ ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేస్తామంటే, ఎక్కడ వర్క్ చేస్తుందంటే మల్టీ హోప్ రేడియో నెట్వర్క్స్, అలానే సింగిల్ హోప్ ఫుల్లీ కనెక్టెడ్ నెట్వర్క్స్ లో ఎక్కువగా బిజీ ట్యూన్, రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ బిజీ ట్యూన్ అనేది ఎక్కువగా యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకేనా? అండ్ అనదర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ హియర్. సో దట్ ఈస్ MACA by invitation. Okay, invitation. MACA by invitation. MACA అంటే ఆల్రెడీ మీరు చూశారు స్టార్టింగ్ లో. MACA అనేది ఓకేనా, మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్ కొలిజన్ ఎవిడెన్స్ బై ఇన్విటేషన్. మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్ కొలిజన్ ఎవిడెన్స్ బై ఇన్విటేషన్. షార్ట్ కట్ వచ్చేసరికి MACA-BI. షార్ట్ కట్స్ కూడా మీకు కంపల్సరీగా తెలియాలి, ఎందుకంటే they will ask what is the protocol of the explain about MACA-BI, or they will also ask about the medium axis collision evidence by invitation. Okay, that is the possible here. So it is also a receiver initiated MAC protocol, condenser based protocol only. It is also be, it reduces the number of control packets used in the MACA protocol. So when the sender initiated protocol use the three-way handshake mechanism, where first RTS, CTS control packets exchange followed by the actual data packet transmission. But coming to the MACA-BI eliminates the need of the RTS packet. Okay, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, MACA మనం ఆల్రెడీ చూసాం, మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్ కొలిజన్ ఎవిడెన్స్. సో నేను MACA-W లో చూసాం, స్టార్టింగ్ ప్రోటోకాల్, బేసిక్ ప్రోటోకాల్ అని చెప్పి చెప్పుకున్నాం. సో దేర్ విల్ బి యూజ్డ్ ద handshake mechanism, RTS, CTS, data transmission. Okay, so handshake mechanism లో 3 protocols యూజ్ చేసాం, 3 control packets అనేది యూజ్ చేసాం. కానీ MACA by invitation వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే, they will be reduces the control packets, that will be increases the bandwidth efficiently, it will be utilized by the network. So that is the advantage here. So here only we can use the to eliminate the RTS, and only you can use the if the data is transmitted, the sender node responds by sending the data packet. Thus data transmission of the MA occurs through the two-way handshake mechanism. Only two-way handshake mechanism అనేది మనకి MACA-BI లో జరుగుతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో packet transmission in the MACA-BI. So you can see here receiver initiated protocol and starting లోనే చెప్పుకున్నాం, condenser based లో. So receiver initiated the request to send, sender directly transmitted the data to the receiver. Even neighboring nodes will be received, blocking the transmitter that will be blocked across the regular neighboring nodes. So receiver node will be exact knowledge about the traffic arrival rate across the neighboring sending nodes. So neighboring nodes కూడా data transmissions అనేది, and it needs to estimate the average arrival of the rate of packets for providing the necessary information to the receiver node for the estimation. So data packets are modified to carry the control information regarding to the backlogged flows on the transmitter node, number of packet queues and packet length. Okay, transmit చేసేటప్పుడు always they will be enquire regarding the backlog flows అనేది చూసుకుంటాం. అలానే packet ఎంత లెంత్ ఉంది, ఎంత డేటా అనేది ఉంది, అది కూడా కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకున్నాం. Once this information is available at the receiver node, the average rate of flow easily estimated. Average rate of flows can be easily estimated. So if your estimation is incorrect or not possible, then MSCA extended the allowing the sender node to declare its backlog through the RTS control packet. If the RTS packet is not received within a given timeout period, then MSCA, the CTS packet was used for the inform that hidden nodes about the impending data packet transmission. So ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఇక్కడ ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ లో రిసీవర్ నోడ్ అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేసిన ఆర్టీఎస్ ప్యాకెట్ అనేది సెండర్ నోడ్ అనేది ఇనిషియేట్ చేయకపోతే ఆటోమేటిక్లీ there is a chance of hidden problem will be arises across that particular representation. So that is the information about the MSCA BI. Okay, MSCA BI లో రిప్రజెంటేషన్స్ అనేది ఆ విధంగా తీసుకుంటాం. హిడెన్ టెర్మినల్ ప్రాబ్లం అనేది వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ, ఎందుకంటే మనకి ప్యాకెట్స్ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు సెండర్ నోడ్ కి రిసీవర్ నోడ్ కి నైబరింగ్ నోడ్స్ కి డైరెక్ట్లీ దే ఆర్ ట్రాన్స్మిటింగ్ ద ఆర్టీఎస్. They doesn't transmitting the clear to send. So here another diagram which is used for the receiver initiated. Receiver node will be initiated the RTS and the RTS1. So A will be also be receives the RTS1, but it doesn't respond across the particular node. So R2 also be transmitted the node across that particular A. There is a chance of collision will be takes place. So data packets అనేది రిసీవింగ్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు R1 R2 అనేది కొలిజన్ జరగడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా?
డోర్ వాళ్ళు పెట్టరండి వెనక
నైబరింగ్ నోడ్స్ దగ్గర సెండర్ అండి.
Follow me.
అందరికి అర్థమైందా? హలో,
ఇంటికే వస్తారు.
ఈరోజు మొత్తం రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ 5 మీడియం మార్చ్ అంటాం. ఇది 5th ఇది 5th కాదు, ఇది 8th ప్రోటోకాల్. ఇది medium axis with reduced handshake. This is the march, and simply we call as a march. It is also a receiver initiated protocol. Receiver initiated protocol అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇది కూడా కంటెన్స్డ్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోటోకాల్ వస్తుంది. whenever you want to transmit the data, we will go for a different procedure for that particular protocol. So here it is also one of the important protocol in the condensed based protocol compared to the BTMA. BTM తో కంపేర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇది కూడా ఇంపార్టెంటే. So receiver initiated protocol, which is considered as a medium axis with reduced handshake. They will ask shortcut and full form. So unlikely MACA does not require any traffic protection mechanisms. MACA అనేది ఎటువంటి ట్రాఫిక్, హై ట్రాఫిక్ లో ట్రాఫిక్ అనేది ఎటువంటి ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఏం తీసుకోలేదు. సో the protocol explores the broadcast nature of the traffic from omnidirection antennas to reduce the number of handshake involved in the data transmission. So మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే ఈ ప్రోటోకాల్ అనేది they will be exposed to the broadcast nature of the traffic from omnidirection antennas will be used to reduce the number of handshake involved in the data transmission. So omnidirection antennas అనేది యూజ్ చేసుకొని you will be reduces the number of handshakes that will be used for the transmissions. So in MACA, RTS and CTS control packet exchange takes place before the transmission of the every data packet. But in March, the RTS packet is used only for the first packet of the stream. From the second packet onwards, only the CTS packet is used. But చూడండమ్మా క్లియర్గా ఉంది. MACA లోనేమో మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్ కొలిజన్ ఎవిడెన్స్. MACA లోనేమో we are using the handshake mechanism, RTS, CTS data transmission. First we will be transmit the RTS, then we will be transmit the CTS, and then packet will be transmitted. But in March, RTS packet is only for the first packet of the stream. First packet మటుకే ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ అనేది తీసుకుంటున్నాం. నెక్స్ట్ ప్యాకెట్ కి RTS అనేది అవసరం లేదు. Okay, second packet onwards only will communicated the CTS based will be used. CTS packet is used. So that is the main representation of the March. So March name lone undi manaki the medium axis with the reduced handshake protocol. Okay, the node obtains information. The node obtains information about the data packet arrival at the neighboring node by overhearing the CTS packet transmitted by them. Okay, node అనేది information ఎలా update అవుతుందంటే data packets arrival at the neighboring nodes by overhearing the CTS packets transmitted by them. Okay, surrounding packets CTS packets బేస్ చేసుకొని మనం data information అనేది transmit చేస్తున్నాం. It then sends a CTS packet to the concerned neighboring node for relaying data from the node. The mechanism you can see in the diagram. Here, the packet exchange mechanism also takes place across that particular representation. Here, two control packets RTS, CTS need to exchange before each data packet is transmitted. It can also see in the from the figure, for example, both CTS and packets are transmitted node B. March uses the property of the broadcasting channel to reduce the two-way handshake mechanism. You can see in the diagram here clearly. Here two diagrams are there. First one is related to the MACA and second one is related to the March at present protocol. Here simply I was telling that directly. Okay, you can this matter will be considered here. Route identification number for the flow. CTS packet carries the MAC address of the sender and receiver node. So they also be identify the route identification number. So that will be avoids the misinterpretation of the CTS packets and initiated of the false CTS only handshake mechanism. Ela CTS ఒకటే ఎందుకు యూస్ చేస్తున్నామంటే they will be consist of the identification number of the destination and flow. Okay, so that will be avoids the misinterpretation of the CTS packet and initiated the false CTS. So that is the advantage of that particular representation. So here you can see first diagram which is related to MACA. Already we seen RTS, CTS data. A నుంచి D కి మనం డేటా అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, A నుంచి D కి మనం డేటా అనేది ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి B and C are the intermediate nodes. B and C are the intermediate nodes. And here A and B is the neighboring node. For B, C is the neighboring node and A also be neighboring node. And for C, here D is the neighboring node. Okay, destination node. So whenever you want to transmit in MACA, you want to transmit the packet, they will see the handshake mechanism of the three control packets. So RTS and CTS and data. So when B will be initiated the CTS, then automatically that will be also be received across the C. But whenever it will be transmitted in MACA, they doesn't consider the destination. So whenever data will be received across the B, again they will be initiated the RTS, CTS and data. Again C will be initiated, then whenever C will be receives the data and again handshake mechanism will be initiated. So T, the time taken for the A to D, T carries sense multiple axis will be considered here. Okay, time అనేది handshake mechanism అనేది ఎంత పట్టిందో చూడండి ఇక్కడ. Okay, and also used a lot of control packets A, B, C, D routes కు control packets అనేది కూడా చాలా ఎక్కువ యూస్ చేసాం. Okay, and here this is the upstream. And now we are using the March protocol. Okay, March protocol, reduction of the handshake mechanism. Okay, so March కి వచ్చేసరికి మనకి ఎలా వస్తుందంటే RTS, CTS data. CTS 1 అని చూడండి. CTS 1 initiated the C, and whenever B will be receives the data and they will be also be transmitted the CTS 1 to the C. The CTS 2 will be initiated to the B. Whenever it will be received across the CTS 2 across the B, and they will be know about the identification number, destination identification number, then simply it will be transmitted the data. False CTS will be avoided due to the identification number of the flow. Route identification number అనేది ఉంటుంది. So C will be receives the data and also C will be receives the CTS 3, then they will be simply transmits the data. So here time taken for the March and it will be very less. Fast conversion of the data transmission will be obtained across the March, and reduction of the control packets also be advantage for the bandwidth will be utilized by the efficiently. Okay, that is the main advantage of the particular representation. This is the March, the diagram antade. Okay, best example ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాడు. Another diagram for the March. how the topology will be takes place. A, B, C, D, E is the destination. A to D, E is the destination, and another route which is considered X to Y. That is the another destination of the node. Another destination of the node. This is the route 1, and X to Y is the route 2. That is the another topology that will be supported for the multi-port. So far we discussed the condensed based protocols. So condensed based protocols ఏమేమి డిస్కస్ చేసాం? MACAW, FAMA, అలానే మనకు వచ్చేసరికి బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్, డ్యూయల్ బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్, రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్, అలానే మనకు వచ్చేసరికి MACA బై ఇన్వెన్షన్ అండ్ ఆల్సో మార్చ్. ఓకేనా, ఇవన్నీ మనకి ఈ బిజీ ట్యూన్ రిసీవ్ కంటెన్స్డ్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్ లో చెప్తాం. కంపల్సరీగా డయాగ్రామ్ వేయాలి, ఆపరేషన్ రాయాలి, వాట్ ఈస్ మెన్ బై రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది డయాగ్రామ్ ని మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలి. సో మీకు బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్ లో అన్ని 3 వస్తాయి సేమ్ గా, కానీ మిగతాయి మారిపోతాయి. ఓకేనా, 3 ఒకటే కాదు. ఓకేనా, యూ కెన్ సీ ఇన్ ద డయాగ్రామ్. ఇప్పుడు దా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసింది ఏంటంటే MACAW చెప్పుకున్నాం, FAMA చెప్పుకున్నాం, బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్ చెప్పాం, డ్యూయల్ బిజీ ట్యూన్ మల్టిపుల్ యాక్సిస్, ICSMA అనేది మళ్ళీ చెప్తాం. ఓకేనా, అలానే ఇవన్నీ కండెన్స్డ్ బేస్డ్ ప్రోటోకాల్స్. ఓకేనా, సెండర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ ఇవి. రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ లో మనం MACA BA చెప్పుకున్నాం, రిసీవర్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ BTMA చెప్పుకున్నాం, మార్చ్ చెప్పుకున్నాం. ఈ మొత్తం ఏంటంటే 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ప్రోటోకాల్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం. ఈ ICSMA అనేది మీకు తర్వాత వస్తుంది, లాస్ట్ వేరే చోట వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా, సో 7 ప్రోటోకాల్స్ ని మనం